Y'all know I'm a cozy girl at heart, but I gotta say, I'm so excited for summer this year. I don't know if it's because my baby girl and I were both born in the summer, or that I'm gonna be selling my baked goods at a farmer's market this year, or maybe it's just straight up the sun. I know people talk about the sun boosting their mood, but I've never understood that until now. Depression? Never heard of her. I just have this feeling that summer this year is going to fill my cup in ways I really needed to, and I want to be ready to receive that. My name is Kirsten, and I spend my days processing grief and healing while staying kind, cozy, and courageous. With the weather shifting, I know that summer is just around the corner, and this is everything I'm doing to get summer ready. First things first, let's clear things up. When I say glow up, I mean more of a spiritual glow up. We're not chasing trends, we're stepping into alignment. We're stepping fully into the version of you that's been waiting to rise, because the glow hits different when it comes from within. So, how the heck are we going to get summer ready spiritually? Well, according to the ancient teachings of Ayurveda, we are made up of the earth's elements and our bodies shift as the earth shifts. So during seasonal transitions, it's really important that we consciously allow our daily practices to shift alongside nature. Nurturing an alignment with the earth grounds us and sets up the foundation for us to feel spiritually renewed. The practices I talk through in this video are inspired by Ayurveda's seasonal summer rituals, also known as Rutucharya. Rutucharya nourishes our bodies to orient them to nature's cyclical rhythms. I hope you incorporate at least one of these practices into your transition to summer and get to witness the magical ways our bodies respond when aligned with the earth. Summer is the season to anchor ourselves in joy. And by joy, I don't just mean feeling happy, I mean feeling fulfilled, feeling energized, feeling truly connected with ourselves and our purpose. I've never read Marie Kondo, but I remember my mom explaining her process as determining what you invite into your life by asking yourself whether it sparks joy. How does your body feel while coming into contact with different aspects of your life? What lights you up? What lifts you up? What makes you feel warm and fuzzy? What makes you feel like you're flying? As we transition into the summer, how can we incorporate more joy into our days? Can we check in with ourselves to determine what aspects of our life bring us joy? Can we make time to prioritize what brings us joy? Can we surround ourselves with people who share in our joy? To anchor ourselves in joy is to believe that we deserve to feel joy. And that can be tough in a world filled with so much injustice, especially if you feel called to serve communities facing injustices. I find it really helpful to understand joy as essential to having the energy to serve communities, to fight against injustice, to liberate us all. After all, the sun might provide us with energy, but energy is also what keeps the sun shining. Orienting ourselves to the summer could be as simple as spending meaningful time with the elements. Go for walks when it's light outside and soak in the warmth of the sun. We can also be cognizant of our body's exposure to heat and spend time with more cooling elements like water by taking cool showers or watering our plants when they're thirsty. Some cooling flowers to incorporate into our summer diets are rose and lavender. I love flavoring my water with rose. I just sprinkle some dried rose petals into an ice cube tray and top it off with water and store it in the freezer. The next day, I add the ice cubes to a glass with some water. It's delightfully refreshing. I also love making myself an iced lavender latte with a pinch of dried lavender. I make instant coffee and add ice to it. I top it off with milk because I like my lattes very creamy, as well as some vanilla creamer for sweetness. I then steep lavender in hot water for 60 seconds and pour that over my coffee. This might be my new favorite drink. On some days when the option to go outside isn't available to us, we can set up our home to reflect the season. We can open our curtains first thing in the morning and allow the sunlight to brighten our homes. I'm really lucky because I live in an apartment with huge windows in my living room that bring light into every nook and cranny. Our space looks so lively in the summer. If you don't have access to large windows, you can also switch up the decor in your home to match the colors and vibe of the season. I love adding yellow books to my shelves and changing up the wording on my little sign in this cozy corner to reflect my summer mood. Moving towards our bodies, we can also dress up to reflect the season. Wearing bright and breathable clothes like harem pants, and choosing hairstyles that match the summer. One of my favorite hairstyles for the summer is 2 French braids. Yes, it does involve quite a bit of work. I have to comb my hair out and add in leave-in conditioner and then braid it tight, but it is so worth it. It keeps the hair off my face and neck, which is exactly what I want when I'm feeling hot and sweaty in the summer. It keeps my hair intact, which is exactly what I need because we love driving with the windows down, and this curly girl's hair goes wild in the wind. And it's secretly two hairstyles in one. I like to sleep with my braids for 24 hours, and when I take the braids out, my hair ends up styled as waves. This is such a fun hairstyle for a summer day. I love clipping back my front waves with butterfly clips, which makes me look so girly, matches perfectly with a summer dress or skirt. Moving more inward, we can prepare our bodies to be more active with gentle movement. My favorites would have to be grounding yoga poses like Bithilasana and Marjaryasana. Also Balasana. I'm also working on regaining mobility in my body that I lost during my pregnancy and birth, so stretching to release tension and increase flexibility. I continue pelvic floor stretches on my exercise ball to heal from severe pelvic girdle pain as well. rotations, thrusts, side to side, and simple bounces. And then some shoulder and neck stretches because breastfeeding and carrying a baby can really do a number on your body. Speaking of course, she wanted to join in on the yoga. That's her ancestral right. I like to be conscious about what I put into my body to prepare for summer. Here I'm making some oatmeal porridge for breakfast, starting with toasting coconut for some texture, and then pouring in coconut milk, which is a cooling ingredient that helps balance excess body heat. I'm also flavoring this oatmeal with crushed pineapple. Pineapple is a hydrating fruit that also boosts immunity, which helps to support the body through weather changes. I then add oats, some water to help the oats break down, which I poured into the coconut milk can to get any extra bits of coconut left in the can, cinnamon and salt, and a tiny bit of brown sugar. The pineapple and coconut already sweeten the porridge, so you don't need too much. Absolutely delicious. For lunches and dinners, I like to make something light in the summers. Today, you're also going to get a tutorial on how to cook while carrying your sleeping baby. Lol, mom life. I boiled some pasta with salt. I picked macaroni so it would cook really quick. You have to do everything at an arm's distance so nothing splashes on your baby, and consistently shush them back to sleep. I like to use seasonal veggies in my meals, so while the pasta is cooking, I cut a zucchini into small cubes. To save dishes, I just added that into the pasta pot 2 minutes before the pasta was ready. I faced the colander away from me to prevent any boiling water splashing onto us. I couldn't carry the Dutch oven and drain the pasta and zucchini while holding my baby, so I ladled spoonfuls into the colander in the sink, and then returned the pasta and zucchini to the pot and drizzled over some olive oil. We're going to make a cooling sauce to go with the pasta. To a tub of yogurt, I added some minced garlic, salt, pepper, and cumin. My yogurt was fairly sour, but if yours isn't, maybe add some lemon juice too. And that's it. I added my yogurt to my pasta. When storing leftovers, I'd recommend storing the pasta and sauce separately and heating the pasta first before adding the sauce. Roasted bell peppers would go great with this pasta, or even olives. Sometimes I also skip the cumin and top the pasta off with furikake. I happily enjoyed this pasta in bed. And that brings us to the end of this summer glow up guide. I hope you enjoy blessing your days with these seasonal practices and witnessing yourself align with the Earth's seasonal shift. It's time to step into our joy and get hot girl summer ready. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!